Alright, what's going on guys? Kirk here from MotoGear TV. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode as usual. And today we're going to get things started off by talking about a pretty cool mod that we're going to be doing to the M2 today. Now, for those of you who would have seen in my previous review of the M2, you would have known I spoke about the DCT transmission. Now, while it is a very capable system, it does have its weak points. And for me personally, those weak points was with the shifting. So I've noticed that while driving at normal speeds, it does seem very clunky. And even when you're trying to have a little bit more spirited driving. But fortunately enough, I was able to do some research and I came across this company called Thor. Now, Thor is a very unique company. They actually make a transmission gearbox flash for the BMW M2, M3 and M4 platforms with DCT. So not only does it flash the transmission, it actually makes the shifts quicker and smoother. So today we're going to explore the tune, show you guys exactly what unique features it has, and then we're going to go on a drive and see what the differences are. So stay tuned, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys this in comfort mode right now. I mean, I'm shifting, but there's still a little bit of a delay, especially when I'm going on the upshifts. It goes up, but it doesn't go up right away. This is just for comfort mode. I'm going to switch it to sport mode in a second just so you guys can see a difference. Even on the downshifts, when I downshift right now, I will say, however, though, when you switch to sport or even sport plus, it is a little bit quicker, but it still does feel a bit clunky, especially at lower speeds. So I'm going to switch it to the sport mode right now just so you guys can see a difference. Alright, so I'm just going to go just drive mildly in sport mode. Unlike the M2 competition, I can't really increase the shifting pressure of it, so this is just giving you guys just a rough idea of how it is in stock form. You know, it's nice, but again, for me, I feel like it could be a little bit better. I still think there could be a little bit more refinement. I'm curious to see exactly how the Thor flash is going to really improve this. So I'm going to head back home now so we can install it and see how it works. Alright, and we're back home right now. Just wanted to show you guys exactly what the Thor adapter looks like. So this is actually a Wi-Fi adapter. Comes in this neat little package. Pull it out right now. Now this is a Thor adapter. It's actually going to be compatible with the F-Series chassis, which is what we have right here. Again, you can use this on your M2, M3 and M4. And even if you don't have the adapter, I've read that you can actually use the MHD adapter with it as well. So this is MHD compatible. So for those of you who do have this adapter, you can actually use this to do the transmission flash as well. So, but overall, pretty cool design. I'm going to go ahead right now and plug it in, get everything started. Then I'm going to show you what the app looks like and then we can continue from there. Alright, now to get things started, it's going to be pretty easy and pretty similar to what we did when we were doing the MHD tune on the 335. If you guys didn't see that video, make sure you check it out. Alright, so when you open up the app, you're going to see several different packages. I'm going to go through them one by one just so you guys can understand the differences. We're going to start off with the DCT transmission package. And when we go into it, this one, from what I've read, is actually pretty useful, especially for the OG M2 owners with the N55 motor. It's going to come with two different maps. First one is going to be your road and track CS map. This one, from what I can see, is optimized for comfort mode, including early upshifts, fast and smooth gear switching, and perfect tuning for your casual daily drives. And it also has a Club Sport GTS map, and this one says that is optimized for comfort mode, including early upshifts as well, fast and harder gear switching, the sportiest tour mode for real racers, optimized version for the M2 vehicles. And then it also has some other cool highlights. Optimized switching time, early upshift in comfort mode, Thor GTS map for N55 M2 includes burbles, improved clutch pressure, more traction, better acceleration and improved safety. Next, we're going to switch and go to the dynamic package. You have three options that you guys can choose from. Same road and track CS map, your Club Sport GTS map, and this one also includes the competition M2 comp map. So for those of you who are interested, the competition map is actually only available for the M2 cars, which is what we're focusing on right now. I'm gonna go through them one by one. So for the CS map, it basically allows you to have more traction, better handling and optimize MDM mode and make your car even more powerful as far as the handling. The GTS map is pretty similar as well. It does give you improved steering, differential, and DSC, which is your dynamic stability control. The map is basically optimized for one thing, maximum performance. And then you also have your competition map, which improves your steering, differential, MDM. The last development stage for the M2 competition maps are recommendation for N55 drivers. I'm definitely going to want to install that one and try it out. So now that I've gone through the two main packages, you can get them separately if you want. For this install, we're going to go through the full package, which is going to basically include everything. I'm going to show you guys one by one. Alright, so right now we're going to get things started. First thing we need to do is to hook up the adapter to the car, get the car connected to the app, and then we can go ahead and flash. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and plug in the adapter. Do make sure that the car isn't on at this point in time. When it's plugged in, you should see it illuminate like that. Alright, so before we go ahead and get started, as a precautionary step, got the car plugged in. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take for us to do the flash, but to make sure that we don't drain the battery, just got it plugged in just in case. Yeah, I want to make sure that we don't run into any issues after the install. Alright, so now that we have everything plugged in, we're going to get started with the flashing process. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the screen record for you. Now initially, when you're going to get the app, you have to download the app, and then you're going to have to create a login credential. You can do that by going to the website, or you can do it through the app as well. So I already did that. I set up my account. When you make the purchase for any of the packages, you're gonna get a voucher number. You can use that voucher number to redeem the package that you paid for, and then from there you can just go ahead and flash the car. I already redeemed my voucher. I'm gonna go into the full flash package. As you guys can see, it says flash now, so we're gonna go ahead and do it step by step. So for the full package, as far as the DCT transmission is concerned, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the DCT package. When you're doing it, you have to make sure to click it first. Now it's going to give you the three options. The series is basically your OEM map that you have on the car already. As I said, we're going to go ahead and try the GTS map. So we're going to hit GTS map. It says the flashing process is going to take about 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Once the flashing process has started, you're going to hear the car make some noises. The words are normal. You're going to start seeing some malfunctions. Yeah, just have to just stay patient and just watch the car do its process. Yeah, at this point in time, you want to make sure that the lights are off, no AC, no radio, turn everything off, and just sit back, don't open the door, and yeah, just wait. Alright, so right now we're about halfway there. As you guys can see, car is still doing its thing. 5 minutes in, have about 5 minutes left, and we're at about 40%. So I'm assuming closer towards the end it's actually going to speed up. Well, we'll see. It's almost done. We're practically at 8 minutes 43 seconds in. Pretty much close to the end right now. And there we go. Flash finished successfully. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish that. Okay. While we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and do the next flash. Alright, so right now that we finished with the DCT transmission flash, we're gonna go ahead and flash the dynamic package. Basically same thing as last time. I'm gonna go to dynamic. I'm going to go ahead and choose the competition map, which is what you're going to see similar to the M2 competition. So limited slip differential, going to have that checked. MDM mode, steering, EPS, dynamic stability control, MDM, check. Now it says RDCI sensor, which is basically your tire pressure sensor that comes in your car. We have that checked. And RPA, this is a tire pressure monitoring system that we don't typically use in the United States, so we're not going to select that one. Go ahead and flash. It's asking you to start the flashing process. Now this one says it's going to take 23 minutes, so it's a good thing that we have the car plugged in. And now we wait. Pretty much the same deal as before. The car is gonna start making a bunch of noises. Again, at this point, all we can do is just sit back and relax. So as soon as we're close to the end, I'll catch you guys back. Alright, so right now we're about halfway done. The flash is still going, so we're hanging in there strong. It's getting a little bit dark right now. We're gonna go ahead and pick up back tomorrow, so stay tuned.
Alright, so we're gonna go for a quick test drive.
Yeah, we're a little bit anxious, so rather than waiting till tomorrow, I'm just gonna give you guys an initial test run. comfort mode. I will tell you, I don't know if it's my mind or not, but it does feel very, very responsive, even in comfort mode right now. See? Yeah, for real. It's definitely more crisp and precise. When we go on the other street, we're gonna try out the sport mode and see how different that is. Oh yeah, she moves. She definitely moves. It's the downshifts now. Oh yeah, the downshifts are way smoother.
Yeah, there's no jerkiness.
Yeah. Wow. Honestly, it feels like a PDK transmission. Like, I won't even lie right now. Like this is sick. This is really, really sick, guys. Alright, so I hope everybody enjoyed that little install and first initial drive that we had last night. It's the next day. I've actually been driving the car all day just to get a good idea of what I think about the tune, how it affects the car, and how I think it improved it. Now, I will go to say, as far as being an M2 owner with the DCT, I'm pretty sure those of you who own this car will understand that the DCT does have its shortfalls. But honestly, I think that the Thor Flasher really did a good job to improve the overall preciseness and sharpness of both the DCT transmission and the stability. For me personally, the shifts feel very crisp, more precise, much faster in my opinion. There's not really any sloppiness when you're downshifting, and the car doesn't really have that jerky, clunky feeling anymore. Going over to the dynamic package, I do think that it improved the steering feel much better. For those of you who have an OG M2, you'll probably notice that when you're driving and turning, the steering wheel seems to feel a bit dead or numb, especially when you're coming back to center. Having the competition map on the OG M2 really improved how sharp and precise the car feels. Going into corners, the car felt more planted and stable, especially coming out. I like how sharp and snappy the steering feels, and I haven't really been able to drive the car too hard. From what I can tell so far initially, it seems to be pretty good. Now, you're probably asking yourself, should I get this tune? And for me personally, I would definitely give it a thumbs up. I definitely recommend it to anybody who has an OG M2. Even if you have the M3, M4, it's definitely a good upgrade. I will say for the M2, it definitely picks up and gives it the characteristics that it should have had from the factory. Having the competition dynamic package as well as the GTS transmission tune, it makes the car feel more lively. Now, even if you don't have DCT and have a manual, you can still use the dynamic packages that they have available, which is a really good plus right there. So you can at least have some of the characteristics for the M2 competition. And even if you are an M3, M4 owner, I think having both packages would allow the car to be more capable and definitely more fun on the road. And I don't have any complaints. I'm really curious to seeing how this would perform on the track. And you never know, it just might happen very soon. For now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to drive it just to get a better understanding how everything works together with the car. So far, I don't really see any shortfalls just yet, but I'm going to keep you guys posted and give you another review later down. For those of you who are interested in getting the Thor Flash, I'm going to leave all the information to the website and also the link to download the app in my description. Make sure you guys go and check it out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'm always willing to help you guys. I don't really want to talk anymore. I'm going to continue driving and having some more fun with the car. Yeah, please don't forget to check out Thor Flasher. Tell them that MotoGear sent you. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, and see you on the next one. We out.